is a fact. Strictly facts, and it's that.
So he started speech therapy at around 3.5, 4 years old. And he did speech therapy for about a year. And she had recommended that we see a psychologist, a child psychologist, because of the tantrum, the anger issues, and things of that nature. So we went and we engaged a child psychologist who basically said, here what? Syddel will be kind of mentally retarded, don't even bother yourself, just keep him within these boundaries. And he suggested that we take him to Ishi's Learning Center. So, because that was what was perceived to be the available place at that point in time. So, we took him to Ishi Center, but for Syddel, that didn't work for him, because at that time, Ishi's, I don't know what it is now, was a center for slow learners. Syddel was not a slow learner. Syddel learned differently. So that escalated the amount of tantrums he threw. He was very disruptive in the school because I guess he was bored. And I think the last straw was when a tantrum resulted in a cupboard falling on him. At that particular time, we got in my younger son to Bryn Mawr's private school. And I spoke to the principal at Bryn Mawr. So I told him about Syddel's experience. He said, well, bring Syddel. Let Syddel come to Bryn Mawr. And that's how his transition to normal public school started at Bryn Mawr Private School with his brother. It was challenging in the sense that teachers didn't really know how to deal with Syddel. They indicated that they didn't think he was listening because he used to be in a corner, but he was absorbing because the results would have showed that he got A's. So he was absorbing. On the other side, it was strange for the kids too, because it was a situation where they find Syddel, this child, very strange. You know, he not engaging, he not around anybody, he just like to be by himself. Many a times I would have gone to the school and they would say, Syddel, mommy wasn't the dustbin digging up today. And I was like, Syddel, it wasn't the dustbin digging up today? And he was like, yeah, mommy, I was taking up foil and making animals. So his thing was, I need to make a creature, I need to get the foil in the garbage, and I'm taking it out. So that was basically his reason and rationale for that. So I guess we moved on to the pipe cleaners. But still, you know, ever so often and regularly I would have gotten children telling me, Mommy, Syddel, mommy, this is what he do today. And Syddel, mommy, this is what he do today. And that. And you know, you just work with it, knowing that at the end of the day, he gave you the explanation and you're good with that. So that was basically his stint at private school, primary private school.